Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is your brother Lawrence, and I share and comment on events that are taking place both within and outside of the church. There is a story going viral on the internet about a conference that has fired 19 of its pastors. It just happened. 19 of its pastors, and I'm going to share with you why this is happening. All right, I'll share with you the name of the conference, why it is happening, and some stories that we are receiving, all right, concerning the same issue. So I'm going to share that with you, and I hope you will be interested in knowing what is going on. So grab a chair and watch this video until the end.
We are the owners of the conference. Yes. Members of the church are the owners of the... Don't close a church of God that the people are coming.
Let me start from 2023. 2023. I made a video in 2023 about the same conference, which is called Central Rift Valley Conference. Central Rift Valley Conference in Kenya. All right. And it's located in Nakuru, Kenya. And, during that time, we saw some elders that came to the conference to confront the leadership of the conference. They said that there was an issue there that needed to be solved, but it looked like the conference officers or leaders were not listening to them. So they came to the conference. If you could remember, this is the video I'm talking about. This is the video.
We are the owners of the conference. Yes. Members of the church are the owners of the... Don't close a church of God that the people are coming. Now pastors cannot work in fear. Ati unaandikiwa barua ati within 24 hours ati you are supposed to say whatever or we sack you. This is not a military government. Yeah. This is a holy place where people have to work in love, in harmony with others. And we don't want tribalism. Tribalism is what has killed this, what is killing this conference. These are the pastors who are here. Yes. They are intimidated, frustrated, and that is not the right thing. We are now demanding and requesting that the division president, Pastor Uhuri, and the president of the union to come and address this matter so that you pastors work freely, not in fear. You cannot preach when you are intimidated. Yeah, you cannot. How? That is not the way. Sure, and if that is not done, action will be taken by the members themselves. Exactly. This is the conference of the members, not the conference leaders.
A few people in this.
A few people cannot intimidate pastors and pastors because when you talk you can be sacked. No, this is not a place where you intimidate everybody. And now we are demanding like this. The office, the division office, we are requesting Pastor Woody and Pastor Makoli of the union to come and address the issues here within a period of 3 days. Yes. And if it is not done, if it reaches Saturday, action will be taken from the ground.
Exactly.
Yeah. From the members. These are the elders. And we are at the ground.
In the previous days, we have come here, representative of various churches. We gave our memorandum and a petition a few days back. We had a meeting here with the executive where we tabled our grievances and asked for action to be taken within the reasonable time. It has taken a very long time. We are hearing and seeing so many issues happening within our conference. Yeah. Those issues, every another time we try to address them, we are not given humble time and even an opportunity to table our grievances as representatives of our churches. Yeah. Our members, time and again, have questioned the leadership of the conference in reference to the past happenings. But when we want to ask the conference and the leadership, nobody is giving us the audience, nobody is ready to even listen to the concerns of the church members. It's now incumbent upon the church representatives who are elders who have come here on clean hands with different demands. That until and unless these issues are addressed from the union, President and Mr. Rugoli, we are not going to stop at anything until our grievances have been addressed.
So this happened in 2023, and in the video you heard that some of the elders were saying that pastors are being intimidated in that conference, in the Central Rift Valley Conference, and so they were calling upon the higher authority in the church, like the division leaders, to come and address the issue. In fact, I don't know whether the issue was really addressed. I don't know whether the issue was really addressed. But just 2 or 3 days ago, the conference has fired 19 of its pastors, claiming that these pastors are going against the church manual. And I want to share with you some more details, okay? This was reported on a local news channel, and online channel. And so I want to read something right here. I want to read something right here for you to understand what is going on in Nakuru SDA, all right? In Nakuru SDA, especially concerning the Central Rift Valley Conference, okay? So let's look at it. It says, and I quote, "The Seventh-day Adventist Church in Nakuru has fired 19 pastors over alleged misconduct and formation of an apostasy organization. This is after the Nakuru-based SDA Central Rift Valley Conference accused the pastors of reportedly defying the church manual and doctrine while aligning with a parallel entity. The letter further claims that the pastors allegedly organized themselves under the Mid-Rift Valley Union of Churches Conference, an association the church says is not part of SDA. This letter serves as an official communication from the SDA Central Rift Valley Conference under EXCOM Minute number 26 EXCOM 010 of February 1, 2026, to inform all churches under its jurisdiction that the 19 pastors have been terminated from service and withdrawal of their credentials and licenses with immediate effect. According to the circular, the named individuals are no longer recognized as pastors, employees, or representatives of the Seventh-day Adventist Church under the CRVC conference. Accordingly, all churches are hereby instructed that these individuals are not authorized to participate in any religious, administrative, or ministerial activities within any Seventh-day Adventist church under the CRVC conference due to their gross misconduct and formation of an apostasy organization contrary to our church policy and church manual. Church boards and members are therefore advised not to permit these individuals to conduct or take part in activities within our churches. Your cooperation in this matter is essential to maintaining order, unity, and adherence to our church policy. According to the statements that I have read from the local news channel, what is happening here is that some pastors, all right, a group of pastors have formed their own conference. Friends, it is serious. A group of pastors within the Central Rift Valley Conference have formed their own conference. They don't want to serve under the conference again, the Central Rift Conference. So they have formed their conference, and because of that, they have been fired. They have been fired. And the reason why they formed their conference is unknown. But I am looking at it from the 2023 video that I showed you.
We are the owners of the conference. Yes. Members of the church are the owners of the... Don't close.
There was a big issue among the pastors in the conference, which I believe that issue never got solved. And now some of the pastors are trying to find their own way. The kind of division that is happening in the church today is very, very problematic. And it is not even happening among church members alone. It is happening within conference, among pastors. Among pastors. You know, so we need to pray because we are in the end time and the devil is working. The devil is working not only outside of the church, but also within the church, but also in conferences. We need to keep pastors in prayers. We need to keep church elders in prayers. We need to keep church members in prayers. We need to pray for ourselves. Friends, we need to pray for ourselves. Now, when this issue was published on Facebook and on various social media platforms, there were some SDAs that commented. Yes, some SDAs have responded to this firing of 19 pastors. And I want us to look at some of the comments so that we can get broader context, all right? We can get broader idea of what is happening in Kenya. All right, so this person says they had to uplift Christ, but they were preaching discord, disunity, hatred toward other leaders. Finally, they formed their own organization. So Francis here is talking about the 19 pastors that just got fired. He said instead of preaching the gospel, these pastors were preaching discord, they were preaching hatred against other leaders, and finally they have formed their own conference. Let's look at another comment right here. This person also says, another person says, true, they are creating a lot of confusion to our church. Let them open theirs. In other words, let them have their own conference or let them have their own churches. So this person seems to agree that the pastors should be fired and we should let them alone. We should let them alone. So friends, the bottom line is that 19 pastors have been accused of going against the church manual by forming their own conference, all right, or aligning themselves to a conference that is not under the SDA church. And because of that, these pastors have been fired. So this is the story or the side of the conference. We have not heard the side of the pastors, of the 19 pastors. We have not heard their side of the story. And as I live, by God's grace, whenever they come out to speak, I will update you. Friends, I will update you. So this is what is happening in Kenya, a place called Naruku, and a conference called Central Rift Valley Conference. From my own perspective, I am able to see that what just happened, it started back in 2023, and the issue was not properly solved. And now, disagreements and bitterness have actually grown to a level that have actually caused 19 pastors to be fired in the SDA church. If you're watching this video from Kenya, especially from Naruku, I don't know how to mention the name, but friends, especially from that town or city, you can share your thoughts in the comments about this situation. Yes, you can share your thoughts in the comments about the situation. Is it really true that these 19 pastors have formed their conference? These 19 pastors have apostatized from the church? Is it really true? And if you are part of the pastors and you will also want to share your view or your side of the story, yeah, you can reach out to me. I'll give you a platform. All right, so friends, this is an update concerning what is taking place in Kenya. There are more stories coming up, so stay right here. Don't go anywhere. Thanks for watching. See you again, and may God bless you.